Lately, I've realised that resetting the spaces in my home isn't actually the hard part, it's keeping it that way. I think the reason why resets don't last is because I've been focusing so much on the cleaning and the tidying instead of actually creating systems that make everyday life easier. Now, I'd absolutely love a perfectly organised, Pinterest worthy home, but realistically, that's just not the season of life that I'm in right now. So instead, I'm trying to make our home feel functional, manageable, and just easy to keep on top of, especially with the kids. I've got three beautiful children and they're still very, very young. So making our home more manageable and just simplifying everything, it really does seem to be the key to having that space that just isn't overwhelming all the time. I feel like over time, things have just ended up getting shoved wherever there's a space in our home. Suddenly, nobody really knows where anything belongs because it's wherever there's a space is where it's gone, even though it doesn't necessarily even belong in that room. So over time, it's just got worse and worse and worse. I really want everyone in the house to know where things belong without having to think about it because when things are simpler, it's just so much easier to stay on top of everything before it gets to that overwhelming state again. Now, we're in the bathrooms. I've literally just done a full on clean of these three bathrooms in my home. So if you've not seen that, go check it out. It was just done on Monday. It went live on Monday. So now these rooms are reset and clean. I really want to get in here straight away and start organizing and creating zones, mainly in the main bathroom and the ensuite. These drawers and cupboards, I don't even know what's in them. I think things just got placed in there because there was nowhere else to put them, or I don't know. And I know for a fact that one of these drawers has got so many bath bombs in. I think most of them have gone off because they just got shoved in the drawer and then forgotten about. So instead of trying to make everything perfect today, I'm really focusing more on making things easy. Easy for the kids, easy to tidy and easy to maintain because I think that's the only way that the resets actually last long term, and that's really something I'm trying to work on. I'm definitely starting to realise that it's the little things that make the biggest difference in our home. Not perfection, just simple routines and systems that make life feel calmer. And it really is the simplest things. I've left the baskets on the windowsill in the main bathroom because that just makes life simpler. It keeps all the bath stuff together for each child, and we just know where it is, and it's so easy for absolutely everybody to just put it back in the basket, take it out, rather than literally having the windowsill filled of bottles, which is what used to happen all the time. I've also sorted the drawers out. I actually can't believe how much space is left in those cupboards. I could fit so much more in there, but I'm really not going to go ahead and fill the space unnecessarily. What is going to go in there is what's for that bathroom. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to fill it for the sake of filling it. But I feel so much better, and I found a million wax melts which I brought downstairs into the living room so that I can start using them. Some of them have gone funny, so I've thrown the ones that are a bit off away, and I've kept the ones that look like they're absolutely fine still. So I'm going to put one of them on because it's a little bit dark and dingy today. Yes, it's spring, but it does not feel like spring at all. It's very dark. The clouds are black, and it's been raining like 1 minute, then it's been sun the next. It's been absolutely typical British weather. Now Freya's having a little nap, I am in the ensuite, and honestly there is so much in these cupboards that we don't even use anymore, and I think having too much stuff just makes everyday life feel more chaotic without even realising. I can't find anything in these cupboards because it's just filled. So I'm going to empty them. I'm going to get rid of absolutely everything that has not been touched in the last 3 months because we clearly don't use it, and I know full well there is a lot. It's now time for a spot of lunch, and I have done both of the bathrooms, so I'm feeling so good. I've honestly realised lately that I need to do something every day towards this home. It doesn't need to be huge, it's just like little things that stop everything building up again. Even something as simple as spending 10 minutes resetting this kitchen once the kids are in bed, I'm finding that's making such a huge difference the next morning. Coming down and having a clear worktop, I feel less chaotic and behind, if that makes sense. When I used to walk in here, it used to just feel like everything was closing in on me almost, whereas now it feels more like it's bright, it's airy, there's space to breathe. And I think having better systems and routines around the house is finally starting to make things feel more manageable and less like the walls are closing in on me. It's now time to pick up the kids, which always feels like it comes around really quickly. Honestly, though, I do feel like for a very long time, I kept waiting to have loads of energy to properly reset my home and felt like I almost had to do it all in one day, if that makes sense. But realistically, with the kids, the school pickups, and all the things that is motherhood, it works so much better for me when I just stay on top of it little bit as I go. And I'm finally realizing that. I mean, Rose is 8, but I am finally realizing that that's the way forward, and I'm learning as I go along. Now, these spaces that I've done today are definitely not perfect, but they feel calmer and easier to use, if that makes sense, and easier to maintain. And honestly, I think that's what I'm trying to create more of lately, a home that works for us as a family, us with 3 beautiful young children, instead of constantly feeling that overwhelming chaos. Now, honestly, if you're also trying to create a home that feels calmer and easier to manage without the pressure of perfection, then definitely follow along on our journey. Click that subscribe button. I'd love you to be a part of our journey, because that is definitely what we're doing here. We are not perfect. We are learning as we go along, and we're slowly getting a home that just feels calmer. It is not Pinterest worthy. It is not perfect, but it's working so much better. The kitchen is so much better now that I'm doing daily 10-minute resets, and I'm really hoping now the bathrooms have got a little bit more structure and systems to them, that they're now going to start feeling a little less overwhelming too. Thank you so much for being here as always, and we'll see you in the next one.